Been a loyal little gun all so long. I hate to do this to you, but I have to. I have to tell the world that I think you're washed up, no longer relevant. I'm sorry. Gotta do it. But sometimes you gotta do this to the ones you love. Put some of these in here for the afterlife. Maybe you'll come back a better pistol one of these days. Dearly beloved, we come here today to put the Glock 19 to rest. It's been a wonderful pistol. Unfortunately, the world has passed it on. I love you. Hey, welcome back to another episode. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Glock 19 is dead. I know there's gonna be some Glock fans out there that's gonna disagree, and that's fine. This is my own opinion. I've been shooting, and it's not like I'm not a Glock fan, because I am. I own several.
Alcohol, tobacco, and firearm.
But in 1988, when this came out, made huge strides and set the bar kind of to where we are today. And you end up with something like, because of Glock, something like the SIG X Macro. Now, Glock was not the first polymer gun. That was in the early 60s by a Russian company, I do believe, Makarov maybe.
To the AFT.
And it's not the first striker fired pistol ever made. That title goes to none other than the Leonardo da Vinci of the gun world, John Moses Browning. So the striker fired pistol is not a new thing, nor is the polymer, but Glock did bring it kind of to where it is today in terms of what we now have and offerings. But unfortunately, it just stayed stuck in the 80s. And that's kind of what brings us to this video. The big problem with the Glock 19 was the size of its grip. For me, it's a problem. And then my hand hangs off of it. It's just not a very comfortable pistol. And a Glock 19 today, compared to this one, which I bought this one, I think, probably in 1997, ballpark. It's got a ported barrel. I like things with Compton ported barrels. The Glock from the 90s is no different than the Glock from today, really. But the big problem with the 19 was the grip size, right? So they came out with the Glock 45. This is a 19 slide and frame with a full-size 17 grip. The cool thing about the 45 is they did make a few innovations on it as a new model. They beveled the front, put cocking serrations on the front of the slide. I got this one with Ameriglow sights. This is not a readily available option, so I like the sights and I like the grip, so I ended up buying another Glock. But again, the grip on this, you know, same blockiness is there. I like it better because it's longer. My hand fits on it. So the 19, people complained about the grip size, so they made the 45. People complained about 45, they want something smaller, come out with the 43X. Here's the 43X versus the Glock 45. Shorter barrel, obviously, but it's thinner, more concealable. Here's the 19. So what purpose does the 19 serve anymore? I don't think it serves much of anything anymore. And it's so bizarre. I've been shooting, I haven't shot this 45 a lot. I shot it last year. I haven't shot it any this year. It's fun to get it back
about
out.
75 yards to the target.
Feel it, hold it. Because when I grabbed this G19, You can tell the difference, man. You grab a SIG. Come on, Glock. Get with the program. X Macro. This little gun, I tell you, it's not all that little. I tell you, it's become my fave. It even above some of the full-size pistols. This X Macro is really cool, you all. But when you look at the G19 and you start thinking about, you know, back in the 80s and 90s, there weren't a whole lot of alternatives. Now, golly, that's all there is, it seems. You have the M&Ps, the Walther PDP. It's very ergonomically friendly and comfortable to shoot. You have your CZs, the P10C. They're just a better gun anymore, it seems. You get a lot more features with different companies. What's the first thing you're gonna do with this Glock if you buy a G19? Probably change out these shitty sights. Again, this gun is from the 90s. You know what the sights on a G19 look like today? Same as that. Plastic fucking block sights. What else you gonna get? Shitty trigger. You end up spending $100 on sights, $120 on sights, another 150 on a trigger, and then pay $200, $300 to take it into somebody and have them work the grip so it's fucking comfortable to shoot. This is the G45. I took this corner down off the trigger guard. I did the same with this 43X. Smooth that up. I guess they call it Glock knuckle, I've heard. Thin this out, but you know, the texture on it sucks. I'm gonna pay $200-300 to have somebody Dremel this down and stipple it and put undercuts in it and shit like that to where it's comfortable in the hand. Out of the box, SIG has got it all. It's comfortable, doesn't bite you, nice texture. Same with the PDP. Walther's awesome. Another one is Tysos. I think that's how you say it. I have one on the way. It looks like a cool gun. I was eyeing it, just checking it out, and a sale popped up on it. I'm gonna pick it up for $275, brand new. And I'll bring that out and we'll play with that. I'll make a video on it. But again, that's a feature-rich pistol that appears to be ergonomically pleasing. Supposedly has a really nice trigger on it. Yet here is Glock. The same as Glock, the same as Glock. Mind you, you know, with your Gen 4s and Gen 3s, you'll get a little finger bump or a little feature here or a little feature there, but then it goes back to this. This is Gen 5. This is a Gen 5. And Glock is just slow. Here you have this 43X. It's a cool pistol. What did I do to it? First thing I did is change out the sights. This was my EDC. I got some Shield Arms magazines for this. I've personally never had any problems with those, but I hear they have some issues or can have some issues. Therefore, I'm not going to carry it, so I'm stuck with a 10-round magazine. Reason why Glock didn't put a higher capacity magazine with their 43X is because they wanted to keep the magazines polymer. Go figure. That led me to explore this, the SIG X Macro factory 17-round mag. I love these YouTubers that say it's 17-round magazine plus one. Well, it's a 17-round magazine. Put one in the chamber, but the magazine is not plus one. It's a 17-round magazine, y'all. Here you have the company 6 Hour, who in the past 5 years has taken the world by storm, I think, the gun world by storm, with their innovations and progress they've made with their pistols. And there's a reason why the Uncle Sam has gone with them on a multi-million-dollar contract for their weapons. Uncle Sam's switching over to their squad rifles to SIG. They're going with their handguns. Why? Well, because they're innovating. They're adding features and things that make it appealing to a consumer or a buyer, especially the U.S. government. Whereas Glock is just kind of stuck in neutral, man. It's stuck back in 1980s. That's my opinion. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. But I just don't see the reason for a Glock 19 anymore. I just don't. There's too many other better options out there. I'll let you go. As always, thanks for tuning in. Be safe out there.